get to it.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Quest Junkies. We are back at long last. This is Bad and the Beautiful, Part 4, the finale, entitled Never Fade Away. We're going to try and get straight into things. For all the shout-outs for our dear friends of the channel, you will see periodic messages in the chat amongst links to our merch store and all that sort of stuff. But I'm going to hand straight over to our storyteller for the night. Bridget, if you'd be so kind, kill us nicely.
We'll see about that. Okay. So I could recap, but
yeah, I think
as
recap
I recall,
is good.
I think a recap would be good.
Little one. Just
what happened?
Yeah, just a little one.
Just as a treat.
Who kissed each other?
A treat. Okay, well, we discovered that 15 years before the Coterie met, Evelyn committed a grievous act in a moment of heightened emotional awareness. Or perhaps unawareness, depending on your views on diablerie. This was to the dismay of a man she once considered an ally, a mentor, a friend, Acheron, who, interestingly enough, has caught up with the rest of the party on this sub-basement level. But in the present, as Demetrius walked away from this bloodied hotel room, we had an encounter with a ghost who seemed to be a relic out of time, seeking the soul that resided in Tobias, the newcomer. In Joey, I should say. Someone was in Joey.
Yep.
Oh my.
With their permission? Question mark?
Was it Olivia?
Consent is key. Consent
Was
is
it
key.
Teddy's tongue a few seconds later?
We found out that Tobias is a roommate that helps pay the rent, for what it's worth. But the ghost named Olivia and Tobias had a reunion through Joey and Teddy, even though Tobias was in the driver's seat. And it was a kind of a tense conversation. Joey didn't seem to appreciate being accused of being possessed, though he finally gave more details. Turns out his ghost was responsible for one of the most notorious true crime cases in the greater Las Vegas area. But that's a different story altogether. After the ghost of Tobias's wife possessed Teddy, she agreed to leave Teddy's body and wait for Tobias, which will be interesting if it comes up later on. In the meantime, they have a mission to get back to, this coterie, so Kitty gets help from Teddy to call Lazarus, head of security at the casino. The next goal in mind for this coterie is to return to the lower levels, especially after Lucian got an urgent text from one of the twins. We examined the security cameras and found that the body of Teddy's sire Jude, put into torpor by this group, was no longer on the second level, nor was the chained-up Malkavian that was also sired by Jude. The entire group gears up to return to those levels. We experienced a moment of Tobias attempting to use the disciplines of Lucien's clan against him for the second time that evening. After distracting some guards, hearing that it's time to call in some allies, Lucien dials an old friend, Griswold, who we eventually discover is the same man Evelyn killed 15 years ago. Continuing from there, a lot more happened. Oh yes, we reached the second level below the ground, and suddenly the bloodstains that were previously there have all been scrubbed. It's as though the space became sterile as an operating room. Indigo correctly surmises that this means management knows they're here. Since Evelyn sent her ghouls upstairs to the penthouse, she checks in and learns they're safe and that the cousins have things handled. Meanwhile, Kitty experiences a premonition, a vision of the past, witnessing what she believes to be Teddy, sacrificed by a group of people that see her embrace into a kindred of Clan Salubri. Kitty watches in abject horror as what looks like Teddy wakes up as a kindred with a third eye in the middle of her forehead. Kitty returns to the present moment, crying. As we descend to the third level, we see that Lucien's twins are safe, but they have been compelled to conceal the truth of who they saw this evening. Evelyn uses some compulsion on her own and discovers that it was Demetrius, disguising his movements through the lower levels. And we know Lucien didn't appreciate Evelyn using his own discipline on the twins. Serenity points everyone's way through a narrow passage in the wall. On the other side is near complete darkness and a long, open hallway. In the center of the room is a vampire with blue hair that looks like Teddy if she had aged approximately 5 to 10 years before receiving her embrace. Those with eyes of the beast, such as Bias, lead everyone through. We learn here that this vampire has forgotten her name, but because of her blue hair, she refers to herself simply as Blue. The ultimate mystery of the house revealed. This is what was being hidden in the vault after all this time. We learn the real reason why Blue was kept captive for 75 years her blood has all the properties of essentially a biochemical weapon. Could be turned into a device to start a war, topple an empire. Take your pick, really. For she is one of the rarest of all clans in the world. At any time, there are only 7 of her in existence. Their blood is irresistible to all kindred. But especially to our new friend. More on him later. We closed out the session with the idea that Lazarus warned Kitty about that they would only have 10 minutes before the casino went into lockdown. By the time Indigo and this new fella, Acheron, began to break the ward containing Blue, an alarm sounded from overhead. Footsteps in the hallway outside of the passage became audible. And finally, rather than have everyone make their usual introductions, I'm going to go around in, we'll say, overlay order, actually. So, everyone, please take a moment, introduce yourself in character, and tell us who you think among this group is going to be in the most danger tonight. And we'll start with Lucian.
Greetings and salutations, one and all. I am Lucian Oriel, owner of Phantasme and probable cause to a lot of the chaos that has ensued here. I think that the person or persons in most danger this night is anyone who stands against myself or my girls.
Interesting. Kitty, if you would be so kind.
Hello, everyone. My name's Katarina Kane, better known as Kitty around these parts, and please, I prefer it. As for who is in the most danger, was that the question there, Sugar?
Yes.
Oh. Well, I've had a real string of good luck recently. And that's it.
Okay. Evelyn.
Good evening. I am Evelyn Pirelli. You may know me by my reputation. To be honest, I think we're all fucked. But I have some tricks up my sleeve.
All right. Nemo.
Hello. I recently found out that I'm under screen, and I mean, I think we're all going to be fine, really.
Nemo. I love you.
Protect this.
Take the baby.
This. Just all limbs, just this.
Has Nemo become the new Brim?
Could be. Teddy.
Hi, I'm Teddy Lincoln, resident technology guru of the group, and I am in danger. Danger.
And last, but certainly not least, Demetrius.
Hello, my name is Dimitris. As for who I think is in the most danger, I would say, well, the rest of them, probably me, before I'll be dealing with a lot of children tonight. But I should make it out okay. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee theirs.
Ruthless AF, I like it.
Well, all right.
Danger.
Wait, hang on. I have no idea where they are on the overlay. So, like, danger? Question mark?
Danger.
Danger!
Stranger danger.
With all of that
We're not-
firmly in mind, we return to this coterie. Plus one guest, but we'll get to him in a moment. Above your heads, alarm, a klaxon sound begins to filter through the walls. Just outside, in the passage, you all had to maneuver your way through. Footsteps become audible. Indigo and Acheron have just spoken to Blue and told her they need some of her blood. Lucian, please mark another box on your hunger.
Oh, fuck. Oh, you played the long game with this one. Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Hungerly.
Thank you, because
Since-
you reminded me to open up my character sheet.
The open sound
I
effect.
thought we were panicking about that the other day.
Okay. Oh no.
Remind us what level that places you at hunger-wise?
So when I opened my character sheet, it was at 3. So if I'm adding another, then it's 4.
Yep. So, given the rest of you are at hunger 3 and lower, as Indigo slices into the palm of Blue, Lucian, please make a pool of all of your unspent willpower, so all of the boxes that have no slashes through them, and roll to test for hunger frenzy.
Okay.
Crit, Vamp Dad. Crit.
That's why you
Yeah,
asked
okay,
who's in
okay.
danger.
Fail.
I'm gonna die.
Okay, so out of a pool of 6, that's 5 successes, 1 fail.
5 successes.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a strange scent in the air. It smells like everything you once found compelling as a human. Mixed all at once. It draws your senses. Especially since your hunger seemed to increase, which we haven't done this for you yet. You start to hear a voice inside your mind. I knew your legendary appetite would not stay suppressed for very long.
Really? Now? All times? Fucking now?
Have I taught you nothing? You refuse to slake your thirst. There are consequences for these things.
I was always the curious one. Curiosity does bring consequence.
Well, perhaps whatever danger is lurking in the floors above will come and maybe be in the form of someone you can take a bite out of. Otherwise, this situation could go even more fucked than it already is.
Only one way to find out.
All right. Everyone else, if you take an inhale, it faintly intriguing senses waft along the breeze, perhaps reminding you of pleasant times, better moments than these, but it doesn't appear to affect you one way or another, although say that Amarantha, the twins, and now Teddy might notice the visible strain in Lucian's posture.
I think that for Kitty's part, she's kind of, as a familiar and sort of, I'm going to say tulips, like a light sense, like she freezes, and Lazarus, who is like right near her at this point, she grabs their hand and like just squeezes a little too tight.
What do you smell? I think it's different for everybody.
Tulips, honey. It's tulips again.
He holds you close. We'll say at this moment, the ritual is taking place. Blue puts pressure on the wound in the center of her hand. And at that moment, everyone sees the narrow passageway that you all had to move through. It's almost like a clap of thunder as it is torn away from the wall, widening the space. People enter, and at first glance, these appear to be two human guards. They are visibly armed. They stand by the entrance as the face that none of you were hoping to see again this evening, but you nearly did once before in the hallway. She's petite, maybe slightly taller than Kitty, and ever impractical. She walks into this dark, stony passageway in high heels. This is Dion. I see. I've caught underlings with their hands in the cookie jar.
Dion, I'd like to register a complaint, if I might.
And what's that?
In the worst possible way, you fucking suck.
You see, she raises a hand with two fingers like this. Both of the men point their guns at the party, the Coterie.
I immediately pull my little mini Coterie behind me.
Attempts to tuck too large. Probably is tucked.
Let me double check something.
Oh,
I
I'm
call
getting
this
my
maneuver
butterfly
the
knife
Mother
ready.
Goose.
I will say that, like, Kitty is, like, racking her brain through what she remembers of the contract. And knowing that this is probably one of those things that don't technically break it, but is, like, debatably there.
It's debatable.
And then she remembers what Evelyn was saying. And then realizes there are other things to also worry about on top of what we're worrying about currently.
Yeah, big boom
Okay,
boom.
she.
Yeah, because that's we're the only ones that know that.
Yeah, which is why Evelyn's got her butterfly knife ready. Like,
I mean, they're tunnels.
Alright, she failed that hunger check.
Oh,
maybe get the fuck out.
oh.
Mm.
Alright. So. Dion lifts her hands until they're pointed outward like this. It happens. We'll say because of the size of this passageway, it happens in under 2 minutes. Darkness fills the room, and if it was dark before, this is pitch black night. As the cloud washes over everyone. Lucian, you would notice Serenity and Trinity, while they were both standing behind you, they start clutching tighter at your shoulders. Visibly, you can't see them necessarily struggling like you would in a lit room, but they start gasping. Everyone, the exception of those that have eyes of the beast, finds it difficult to see and hear inside this cloud without help. And I'm going to make a quick roll here. Okay.
Here's me trying to remember if I have Eyes of the Beast. I probably don't.
So, I'm going to need everyone to roll me dexterity and athletics.
Before before the darkness sets in, Kitty grabs the edge of Lazarus's hair and goes, "You're gonna need to help me out here, sugar."
He'll hold on to you tighter. With the exception of Demetrius, everyone please include your hunger.
Okay. Oh. Wait, when you say hunger, the number of dice for our hunger as well?
Just one.
Okay.
Bridget,
so it was
as well as...
Okay, Maddie, what was your question?
you said that without help, I have a hearing awareness. Does that kick in?
You can make a perception check. Essentially, that would be... Let me pull up another sheet here. Okay, you can make a wits and awareness check, but first I need to know the results of this.
Okay.
Dexterity and athletics.
Okay. So hunger.
I too need to make this roll.
No.
Just double check.
Yep, you're good.
Whoops. I lost a dice.
So the heightened sentence is a check you need to have first?
You can activate heightened senses as a reaction. I don't think that requires a rouse check either.
Don't believe so.
It was a dexterity and what check to do first? And then
Athletics.
Athletics.
So dexterity.
I got 2 successes, 2 fails.
Okay.
I got a double crit and a fail.
I got 1 crit and 2 fails.
Okay.
But I succeeded the hunger check.
I succeeded my hunger check too.
Same. Thankfully.
I did.
Okay.
I succeeded my hunger check.
All right. So, the exception of Kitty and Teddy, all of you would feel disturbances in the cloud as though small, tiny objects, probably bullets, were moving through it. And your awareness kicks in just enough that you are able to essentially matrix dodge out of the way.
Oh, I have that.
None of you were hit. Kitty and Teddy, you would be aware of the sound of gunshots.
Okay. And we only saw 2?
Yes, there are 2 armed men.
The tunnel is that way. So blue hasn't been hit at all.
You know what?
Hitting blue?
Good point.
Because if that blood spills, everyone's in trouble.
Let me make another roll.
Because I was like, that's when you said like, oh, we're gonna fire into this, and I'm like, wow, you really are dumb.
Ooh, she passed her hunger.
Right? I'm like, Deanna, are you trying to get super hungry? Like, you're like feeling a fillet right now? Like, what's going on?
Okay. She just manages to duck out of the way. Ooh, gotta roll for him too.
While this is happening, can I activate toughness, please? I just have to do a hunger check, that's all.
Yep. You can. So if you sustain any superficial damage, you subtract the number in your fortitude discipline. So essentially eliminating or mitigating damage. Alright.
And succeeded my hunger check.
Very nice. Okay. Ooh, okay, everybody's rolling pretty good. Indigo, Acheron, and Blue all duck out of the way. I'll say that the twins are behind Lucian as cover, so they can benefit from you standing there, and the shots keep coming. Teddy, Kitty, you're aware, they shout, reloading, and she shouts impatiently, get them all!
Wow. Way to play up the 90s cartoon villain, Dion. Damn.
She's not very original.
Wearing the power
or
suit
smart.
too?
I have a question, if you will allow me. It's probably not going to work, but Lucian, trying to remain calm to look after his people, is trying to tune out the gunshots and the movement and the panic.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm listening for those high heels. The moment I hear the click of one of those high heels, I'm pointing my gun in that direction and I am firing.
Okay.
Let's just hope none
'Cause
of
I
us,
can't
none of the
see-
others are wearing high heels.
But I have a rough idea of, like, I haven't
The direction.
moved, so I'm still facing in that direction. And I know everyone else is behind me.
Am I?
Okay, I'm going to...
I mean, if I shoot you, great, but...
I was about to say.
Just say I haven't moved.
see. Ooh, okay. So, you are caught in the shroud of darkness, intending to aim your gun and fire. I'll need composure plus firearms, but subtract 3 dice from your roll.
So, hang on.
It's getting saucy.
3 from
Meanwhile, we
that.
still haven't got Lunas on the field, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great.
2 from
Welcome to
that.
Joey's just pissed
Subtract
himself on the corner.
3.
3.
Okay, so this is 2. So that was a pool of 5.
Okay.
Don't fail me now. Okay, I got a fail and I got a critical success.
Okay. 1 success.
Yeah.
We'll say that, you know what?
Not great,
Let
not
me
terrible.
Make another roll.
Not the worst.
Okay, he's got a pretty big pool for this. Ooh, okay, very interesting. All right.
I don't like the sound of that.
All right, so your shot rings out in the distance, and you see, well, you don't see, rather. Your awareness comes back just enough to hear a disgruntled voice of a rocker from out of time just go, "Hey, man, I know you don't like me or something, but, like, what the hell?"
Oh, Joey.
Tobias, what are you doing?
Though Tobias rolled exceptionally well and managed to dodge out of the way of the bullet.
Good.
Okay.
Gotta have his record deal.
Yeah, we gotta see what happens.
I mean, that's canon. We saw it.
Yeah. I grumble to myself and I try and reload quickly.
All right, would anyone else like to do anything? It is possible to move out of the shroud.
Yeah, I was about to say. No, you first do.
Probably gonna be a not so smart thing, but I feel like this is something Evelyn would do. I'm gonna have my knife ready, but I'm going to try and sneak as quietly as possible to one of the guards.
Okay.
I take it obviously she can see where we are because it's her power, but the guards being seemingly.
So you're moving through the shroud. Your intention is to get to the guards. Give me dexterity and stealth, but because it's going to take your movement, please subtract 3 dice from the pool.
Okay. Let's use this dice. Where's that one? So 2 then.
Yep.
Fail.
No successes?
Oh.
No successes.
Did you include your hunger?
No.
Give me a quick hunger check.
Success.
Success. Very nice. So you manage to reach the edge of the shroud, stepping out. You feel some of your sight return, but this is still rather dark. The humans don't appear to notice you, though. You've appeared, we'll say, on the leftmost edge, kind of adjacent to the action.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Would Sense the Unseen work in this?
You check. Sense the Unseen would require wits and aspects. I would just need you to subtract 3 dice from the roll.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna do that as well.
Even with our heightened senses up?
Yes, because you're all still in the shroud, unless you're actively trying to move out of it at any point.
Okay. Cool.
So 1 dice there. And 3 aspects, so 4 dice total. Okay. 8. 3 successes, 1 fail.
3 successes. I'll say you managed to glimpse an outline of the others. You're standing closest to Lucian, Amarantha, and the twins. you're able to hear the gunshots going by. Seeing through the shroud to Dion would require you to move closer. We'll say it's a small 10-foot circle of awareness is around Teddy. Little like roll 20 when you move through with the light dimmed. Okay, so you are intending to move out of the shroud.
Not completely out, just enough that I can see.
Okay, so this would still require you to leave cover of Lucian.
Sorry, Vamp Dad.
If you die, I'm going to kill you.
Exactly.
Okay, moving out from
her.
Moving out from behind cover. Anyone else?
Question in regards to that. Sorry.
I got 2 crits and another success, so that's 5, right? For sense dancing.
Yes. Okay, so we'll say a similar effect happens. There's approximately a 10-foot circle of awareness. You're able to see. We'll say, let me make a quick roll. Nemo, you're also aware of Lucian, the outline of him. As far as seeing beyond the shroud, it would require you to move closer to the edge.
Okay, I think I stay in cover, but I try to talk to Dion and tell her, Miss Dior, I don't know what's happening. I have nothing to do with any of this. I just want to go to get out of here, and I try to use dementation.
You sense that while you are in this shroud, unable to directly see Dion, it's unlikely that your voice would carry through the shroud.
Okay.
Yes, Scarlet.
Question in regards to the height of this shroud. Is it filling the entire tunnel, or could, say, a weird anime jump bring you outside of it?
I thought you were going to ask for uppies.
I was going to do something of the equivalent, but I need to know how high it is.
Uppies from the shroud?
Are you going to get yeeted by Lazarus?
Oh, see, like, I had in my mind, but I don't want to say it out loud unless it's, like, actually possible, because I don't want to break my own heart like that. How high is the shroud? Is it filling the entire tunnel?
We'll say that it starts at the center of the warding circle and expands out into a... we'll say the entire tunnel is about 40 feet wide and 50 feet tall. It fills up approximately 35 feet in the air.
All right, so would it be, say, theoretically possible for Lazarus to jump, or, like, given he is of the more athletic nature compared to my athletics, holy crap, to get high enough that Kitty could potentially try to shoot one of the people with her little...
You want him to give you a piggyback ride, don't you?
Mainly because I have, like, the visual of, like, the and then, like, just like the tink, because I think that's such a cool visual. Is the cool visual possible?
Love you.
Let me double check what he's got.
Because I know that he's definitely got Eyes of the Beast.
He does.
That's all because so he can see much better than I can right now. Yeah.
He's gonna activate Eyes of the Beast, and
I heard Actibite, and I was like, appropriate.
That's what I accidentally said. Yeah.
It's perfect.
So, Kitty, through this darkness, you would feel a familiar large set of hands on your hips, lifting you into the air, which is somewhat disorienting given the vast darkness. I'll say he's able to balance you on his shoulders like you're at a rock concert.
Okay.
Which is fitting because Tobias has moved out of the shroud and And those of you that have some awareness can hear some sort of plucking, strumming.
Oh my god, he's trying to bot his way out of it.
He begins to play a surprisingly plucky melody for everything you've heard him sing. So I'll say that Kitty, you would hear what sounds like two voices, almost as though Joey himself is joining in harmony as he begins to sing a mashup of Remember by Earth, Wind, and Fire and Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh my god.
But as the singing starts, all of you that notice the gunshots, suddenly they stop. There are no more bullets being fired.
And as I poke my head out of the shroud at the rock concert, what do I see?
True, Kitty, you get front row seats to this show.
I was like, I'm like, okay, ready, what the fuck is going on?
It is somewhat disorienting because I'll say that like the top of your head pokes through the darkness, kind of like you're surfacing in an ocean. And you see Tobias singing with two voices, and both of the men appear to have stopped what they're doing and are staring at Tobias as though entranced.
That's our boy.
Dion shouts angrily, "What are you doing, you simpletons? Must I do everything myself?"
Do I in the shroud notice that the gunshots have stopped?
Yes.
Okay, so that's my opportunity. I push forward and I run in the direction that I remember Dion was standing.
Okay. Am I to take it like you are trying to tackle her?
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run directly up to her. I'm going to smile in her face. I'm going to put the gun beneath her chin and I'm going to pull the trigger.
Okay.
And I want to do it as quickly as I can.
Mad is mad. Threaten the babies.
Vamp Dad is mad. Vamp Dad is mad.
At this time,
Vamp Dad is mad and hungry.
I would like to ask our guest to make a dexterity and stealth check. Please include your hunger.
All right.
Ruh-roh! Ruh-roh!
Dexterity. Let's see, dexterity plus what?
Dexterity and stealth. Please include your specialty. So for you, this would be a pool of 5.
Yay.
Here we go. Okay. 6 and above is a pass, right?
Yes.
All right. 1, 2, 3. All right, so I got a 10, 6, 7, 6, and a 1. So a critical fail, a crit, and then 2 other passes.
4 successes. That's
Yes.
pretty good. We'll keep that in mind.
All right.
I am going to need to give Dion an opportunity to dodge. Let's see. She has nothing for athletics. Interesting. Okay, Lucian, give me composure plus firearms.
I thought you'd never ask. Okay.
And you are out of the shroud, so no dice penalty.
Hell yes. Also, a pool of 5. Woo boy! Okay. 1 fail, 1 success, 3 critical successes.
All right.
I'm meant to play this game.
That would be a total of 6, which beats her 3.
Go, Vamp Dad, go!
Now we know that traditional weapons tend to deal damage to kindred in a different way that they would to mortals. So, this shot rings out. She staggers back, and we'll say that point blank counts as 2 points of aggravated damage. It is at this moment you hear a voice from the shadows, Lucian. Demetrius, if you will. You've seen what just took place. Dion just got shot in the head.
You know, you are doing a lot better than I thought you were going to do.
First time for everything.
Yes. I then would like to use my... let's see...
How'd you do on that hunger check, by the way?
Oh, right. Hunger check. 1 second. Pass. 6 and above, right?
Yep, you passed.
Yep, I passed. Cool.
You're still at hunger 0.
Yeah. All right, so... All right, I have seen him shoot her, and she's just staggering. She's not, like, crumpling, correct?
She is staggering back, clutching at the wound. I will say that she tumbles onto the ground.
So are you going to finish her off, or are you going to stand there?
What would you like me to do? As I reload.
What I'd like you to do is what you're going to do. I'm just an observer.
I knew it!
Then observe away. And I will go again.
Okay. Give me composure plus firearms again. Ooh.
Okay.
So I would like to use my blink.
Yes.
To actually, you know, as he's about to finish it off, to actually blink over and grab the gun.
I fucking knew it.
Okay. Give me dexterity and melee. Include your hunger.
Okay. All right, dexterity.
It's going to be really interesting looking at what I just rolled.
Okay, 9, 4 successes?
4 successes, okay. Patch.
I got 1 critical fail and 4 fails.
Okay.
Finally! Not that
Lucian,
it's a good thing, sorry, but...
Your finger goes to pull the trigger. You feel the gun leaving your hand.
Children should not be trusted with guns. You know better.
How old are you?
Your people refer to a place I grew up as a piece of furniture? Ottoman? Yes.
Through the bloodied throat, she said, "Are you trying to say ancient?"
I did always think you were a bit wooden, so furniture does make sense.
So good though.
So I take the gun and I point it at him. I'm like, I need you to step back.
Oh, we'll say that at this time, because she's been shot, she's lost her concentration and the shroud dissipates. Everyone sees this standoff between Demetrius and Lucian.
How do my girls react? I'm curious.
You notice the twins stagger off to the side, sitting down and gasping as though trying to get their breath back. They each sustained a point of superficial damage while in the shroud. Teddy, how do you react?
Teddy is pissed. But I have no weapon because I used all of mine on Jude.
Brain, your brain's your weapon.
So you're right. My brain is my weapon. So I'd like to scry the soul on Demetrius.
Okay. Let me double check something real quick.
I'm also going to DM you, Bridget, with just a fun little factoid.
Okay, Teddy, give me intelligence plus aspects. Demetrius, give me composure plus subterfuge.
This is a big pull, too. 4, 5.
I'll say that for Kitty's part, she's going to try and get Lazarus and Namor. She's trying to get them out over to Evelyn because she needs to confirm with Evelyn how much time they have to.
Scarlett, I'm going to ask you an important question right now. Do you do all of this atop your human pony?
Oh, like little jockey.
It was like a boost, and then a oh dear, and then a drop, and then a grab, and then another grab was
noted.
And then as soon as the cloud dissipates, Evelyn looks up, and it's just Kitty with a very tall, still shirtless. I've just remembered.
True, he's still shirtless.
Still Kevlar vest on though.
How true. He's got the crop top Kevlar vest on as well.
Yeah. And then a confused looking Nemo maybe, and being like, how much time do we have? As that happens, and then looks over and just like, oh shit.
Evelyn and Nemo, you see this display from Kitty and Lazarus as the four of you gather.
I'm not sure that was the best use of your time in there. I mean, I tried to leave, but I don't know.
Let me double check something else real quick.
We're running or helping? That's what I need to know.
We just need to get the fuck out of here. I'm happy to slip out and leaving people behind. You with me?
At this time, I'd like to ask Patch to start the timer.
Okay.
Fuck.
Do we have to? If you all look to the stream,
of course, there's a timer.
The timer has begun.
I don't see a time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's less time than that's like in her head.
We have 30 minutes. So,
Understood.
Are you with me? Should we get the fuck out of here and just leave them to suck each other off?
So I have a question.
Kitty is full torn.
Because either way, I'm leaving without you if you don't come. I'm sorry.
I understand.
All right.
You
real quick.
You had to resolve your stuff.
Yes, Ludus.
Hey, Scarlett.
So now, basically, so would I feel this kind of thing happening?
This space is empty and cavernous. I'll say their voices echo easily in the room.
Oh no, I'm talking about between me and Maddie's character.
Oh, Teddy.
Oh yes. So you rolled composure plus subterfuge. Tell me what you got.
Well, the reason I'm asking is, would I feel Teddy trying to do this?
You would. That gives you the opportunity to resist with your composure plus subterfuge.
Okay, and this is a kind of like reading my intentions?
This is not only reading your intentions, this is attempting to reveal precise information about the person's aura. Clues clues regarding many subjects, including emotional state, resonance, supernatural trait. Interestingly enough, it can also detect if you've committed any grievous crimes.
I fail on purpose.
Hell yes.
Okay.
Oh, well,
Hell yes, Lunas. Hell
crit
yes.
and an additional
I
2
love
successes
it.
total. So
Okay.
I shouldn't be shouting this loud. It's 7 a.m.
With this auto fail,
The alarm clock, it's fine.
Demetrius, give us a clue as to your current emotional state of being.
So basically, Demetrius' current state of being, as you see the gun pointing towards one of your members, you get the equivalent of him squealing like a schoolgirl in his head. He is so elated at the moment.
Interesting.
I like him.
Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna flavor this a little interestingly. Would you tell us what your intentions are in this moment?
All right. So my intentions are I'm going to take the gun I've taken from one of them. I'm going to basically convince or try to convince Dion that I'm going to take them someplace and deal with all of this. And as they, turn their backs, I might betray Dion as they walk away.
Teddy, gather all of this information in what feels like moments.
This time, man, I can't. Time limits, man.
you said might, Ludus?
Mm-hmm. Might.
Just clarify this. You
might.
said
It's might. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and one more thing. You know that dark purple aura you saw around Joey?
Yeah.
There's an aura around him too.
Okay.
It's black.
Oh,
I can do it. I definitely like him.
It's like, want to stay and watch, but also need to get the fuck out.
Okay, at this point, you hear a grunting of effort. Anyone closest to them, I'll say Evelyn, Nemo, Kitty, you would all see Indigo and Acheron have linked hands, are chanting. The bowl of blood they have collected appears to be visibly smoking. You sense the ritual is nearly complete, and Blue is almost freed.
I know.
No, I would appreciate it if all of you would please vacate the room. We're going to go someplace. I turn to Dion. I'm going to take them and handle this situation you have bumbled.
I'm gonna have make a roll.
What would Joey do?
We'll say that
My eye out, man. That's what he would do.
the human men, are still enthralled as he switches to a mashup of Ozzy Osbourne and Taylor Swift.
Yes.
And I'm gonna make a quick roll of intelligence and insight.
It's like all those really bad AI covers on TikTok right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Demetrius, I'm going to have you make a roll.
All right.
We'll call this charisma plus subterfuge.
Charisma.
The VTM equivalent of a deception check.
Charisma, subterfuge. Oh god. All right, here we go. 2 fails, 2 successes.
Okay. She got 3 successes. We'll say, grasping at her throat, she spares a single scoff in the direction of Tobias and the entranced human guards. You bastard. How can I trust that this will be done? I trusted these underlings, and look what it got me.
Did she just compare you to humans?
Rude.
Damn, she really does have a death wish.
We'll say she tries to stand, staggers in her heels, but she's swaying and still clutching her bleeding throat.
How close are we to the exit? Me and Kitty and Nemo?
You guys would understand that there is about 50 feet toward the exit on the far end of the room.
Anyone in between us? No one in between us, or?
Right now, no.
But the ritual's
I'm gonna
going out.
I'm gonna turn to Nemo and say to them, look, you've got loved ones to get to. Make a fucking decision or I'm literally leaving right now.
Yeah, I'm useless here, but I also want to help Blue. And it seems like she's almost free.
I'm gonna go ahead then. I'm sorry, but at least if I can go ahead but I have to go, even if it's just to distract or stop what's going on. I need to go. I'm sorry.
It's all right. And like Kitty looks you in the eye and goes, "Take care of yours."
How close am I to the guards?
You're closest to the middle of the room, so the human guards are closer to the front. They're approximately 40 feet away.
So they're not on. So are they on the way to the exit then, or?
They are in the opposite direction, closer to the passage that was ripped open.
Okay.
T-minus 20 minutes.
I'm not gonna risk going and killing them then in that case, because I was gonna go and have a go on the way. I'm just gonna. Let me just quickly check.
It's so
something
hard
first.
for me because like Scarlet is not Kitty in this moment, and I'm like,
All right, so let's see.
Ooh, okay.
Wait a minute, where is it?
I have a question. Bridget, when I did the premonition to see where my daughter is, and you said in an apartment, that's not in here, right? It's
no, it's a one-bedroom apartment elsewhere.
Okay.
Can I use? I'm sorry, Kitty. Can I use Mesmerize on Kitty? And if it obviously is successful,
okay then.
All right, I'm assuming we're gonna contest this.
Oh yeah, especially given Laz is right here.
All right. Lynn, give me manipulation plus dominate. Kitty, give me intelligence plus resolve.
Manipulate plus dominate.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 7 then.
Yep.
I don't think this music is hype enough for such a move.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
Question as well.
Yes.
Can I use my premonition skill?
You're trying to. Okay, one sec.
2 crits, 4 successes, 1 fail.
2 crits, so 4 successes, 1 fail. All right, Kitty.
2 crits, 1 success, 2 fails.
That is 5 successes. She's beaten the margin by 1. Kitty, you feel an attempt at a power familiar to yourself being used on you by Evelyn.
And so is it successful or not successful?
It is not successful. You feel a pressure in your mind, but you steal your resolve and you manage to shake it off.
And with that, like, Kitty kind of looks you with this, like, deep sense of not betrayal. Kitty doesn't get betrayed anymore. Just this empathetic understanding, and goes, honey, we can't always force the ones we enjoy the company of to do what we want. Sometimes they'll shoot you back. Go on. You take it.
Demetrius.
Just promise me though something quickly. Even if I can't get used to it.
If I may
get them out.
interject, while I turn the gun on them a little bit, I look at Patches. Character, and I look at him, and I look at the gun, and I look at him, and I kind of like look over towards Dion, and I look back at the gun, and then I go back to talking to Katerina and whatnot. Katerina, my little lion would be so disappointed if something were to happen to you. I think you should probably leave.
What did he say? Hang on, I didn't quite get that.
He said...
My little lion. Oh, you know him. And I pull out my phone, and I turn on, and I flip it over, and I start showing pictures. It's me and a familiar-looking person at Disneyland. This is us when we are at Splish Mountain. And as I flip through more things, you see a very familiar face that's on the screen. I call him my little lion. I think you called him Leon? He was a present from your maker.
Oh, you are good. Hang on.
Kitty. Warm orange hair. That once haunted your dreams. You don't need to roll to understand that somehow, some way, this is Leon. Lazarus.
I wanted to kill Adam more in my entire fucking life. Like, Evelyn, you've never seen Kitty look so bloodthirsty in your entire...
I like it.
It's just like, oh, that's a little hot.
Yeah.
For his part, Lazarus, who has very much the same warm orange hair, looks over your shoulder, visibly confused.
I'm gonna look at Lazarus and be like, I think you should both go.
I will want answers. But oddly in this moment, Kitty is obedient in a way that is, I will be ripping someone's throat out in a... It's weird. It's like, and then her immediate reaction as she turns towards Evelyn, like her eyes are like that bright neon green, just furious, angry, like ripping into her own palms with her nails, kind of angry, and just, I will have answers.
Children always want answers, but they should do what they're told.
Kitty, use that. And let's claw our way out of here. Nemo, if you want to stay, just know you're not useless. Just, as soon as she's free, just get her out. We'll meet you outside. Or somewhere, okay? I'm going. Kitty?
Kitty is following with hopefully with Lazarus in tow, but it's just like, Lazarus would know Leon's name.
He would. He still looks somewhat confused. Before you all venture off, Nemo, I'd like to ask you to make an intelligence plus aspects roll.
Okay.
I just really like the idea that you went to Splash Mountain together. That's so cute. It's just like, this is my boo. He was your boo, but like, you thought he was dead, but like, that's cute. My husband, really? That's so good. Just like...
That's only 3 successes out of 9.
Out of 9, okay.
Ooh.
If you'd like, you can spend a point of willpower to re-roll up to 3 failed dice.
Sure.
Okay.
I have enough.
Like 13 minutes.
You're like, I have enough.
Okay, that's another 2.
Another 2.
So that's 5.
Rather than a premonition, Nemo, you feel an entirely different power take hold. This is clairvoyance.
Ooh.
Your vision extends to approximately, arbitrarily say, the first 2 floors up above the ground floor to the casino. Everything is chaos. There are red alarm bells ringing, siren lights flashing. For the most part, people are either running or they're locked in their room. We'll say that 5 successes, you push through the knowledge, and a little farther up, you see on the penthouse floor, a door bursts open, and you've seen them in passing enough to recognize Evelyn's ghouls being escorted out by a suit-wearing man. You can assume he's a kindred. He leads them towards the exits, and they are confronted by 2 more armed humans. We'll say that your vision fades and you return to the present moment.
Can I ask something else while
Yes.
while I'm seeing? Is there any clue as to where Desiree will be?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Is she Desiree, my sire? Is she?
Desiree.
Can I sense? Yeah.
With the sense of clairvoyance, you sense that she's no longer in the building.
Okay.
But Scarlet, you had a question?
No, I was just saying 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay.
See things
Yikes.
going on.
Yeah.
All right.
We just gotta fuck out of here.
As Evelyn tries to go out, I just grab her, and my eyes are still. This is still during the premonition, and my eyes are all white. And I say, "Careful, your ghouls. They've been escorted. I'm men, some men. Be careful. It's chaos."
Thank you. Look after yourself. I'm gonna go.
You too.
You're running toward the exit, the underground tunnel. Okay.
As soon as she turns to run, I'm literally going to turn from Katarina and then just like take the gun and point it at Dion and empty the rest of the clip of the gun.
Okay.
Now, question.
Yes.
Before I do the rest of this, so can I empty the rest of the clip of the gun and activate a blood sorcery power?
Which would you like to activate?
I feel so blessed
Theft
right now.
of Vitae.
Theft of Vitae.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
We'll say that she's already bleeding through an open wound in the neck, so it's not necessary, but you absolutely can. So
I'd
you
like to do
shoot.
that.
An interesting thing happens, everyone who's still in the room.
As I'm attempting to, but nope.
As it's still point blank, you know what? She's going to get one last attempt to dodge. Demetrius, give me composure plus firearms.
All right.
She's going to attempt to dodge.
1, 2, 3,
Her.
4.
Hey, Jude attempted to dodge too.
He tried.
1,
He failed,
Tried.
but he tried.
and oh wait, unnerving.
Ooh, failed that hunger check. All right. Okay.
I have so many feelings right now. It's great.
Okay, question. I have unerring aim, so
You
I can
do.
use it before making a ranged attack. The target makes no roll to dodge or defend, making the attack a difficulty of 1.
Perfect. All right,
I'd
so
like to do
you
that.
you roll composure plus firearms. You have to beat a 1.
Two critical successes and 2 passes.
6 successes. I rolled for it. Turns out there were about 3 shots left. So, the clip empties. Her head effectively gets pulverized by this incoming spray of bullets, and as she slumps to the ground, taking, we'll just call that 3 points aggravated damage.
Yeah.
She is twitching, and as she lies there, you all would notice Vitae begin to fly in an arc as though powered by some sort of ritual. It sails through the air. If any of you have seen Fantasia, it's a little bit similar to the water trick, into Demetrius's open mouth.
And now, while I'm doing that, I'm going to take the gun. I'm going to, just take it, and I'm going to throw it over Patch's character, be like, I can't stop you.
Don't chew with your mouth full. Don't speak with your mouth
full.
I think Kitty, as she's turning to leave with Lazarus's hand in hers, because at this point, what else can she do? Just kind of turns, as she's leaving, she's probably going to say something along the lines of, "You best be taking care of him," and that's it. She's out.
All right. You were only... Did you fail a hunger check at all, Demetrius?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so you remain at hunger 0.
And I would like to drink her, not till Diablerie, but can I drink her till she's dead, won't come back?
She only had 1 point of health left. We'll say that that's another aggravated point of damage, and Dion is in torpor. So down.
No, I'm talking gone.
At this point, you would essentially have to commit the heinous act in order to get her to be dead.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I want to drink her soul.
Alrighty then.
D-bags gotta stick together.
I'm taking my girls and I'm going at this point.
You're following everyone else. Teddy, you too?
Yeah, I'm taking...
Blue free?
Good question. It takes some struggling. Indigo's nose is openly bleeding. But eventually, Blue stumbles out of the warding circle.
Cool. Grab them
Try and help her.
Sorry, I can't get over Splash Mountain. I'm still thinking about it.
That's what we should start calling Diablerizing Splash Mountain. That's what it should be called.
It's gonna have Splash Mountain.
Roll to commit Splash Mountain.
All right, what do I got to roll to commit Splash Mountain?
All right, let's pull up this channel.
Do I need to roll?
is losing her shit right now.
Time on.
Do I need to roll hunger for my clairvoyance?
You know what? I think you do. Yes, roll hunger.
Okay, that's a fail.
Charlotte.
Yay.
Okay.
Yeah. Take up knitting. It helps. Take up knitting. It helps with the stress of time limits.
Okay.
Yeah, because I should be working if I've got my hands free.
All right, all of you at this point have made for the exit. We'll say that in the time remaining, let's double check that.
What time remaining?
3 minutes, 20 seconds.
15 minutes.
Patch, please stop the timer.
Oh.
Please stop this.
It is paused at 3 minutes 9 seconds.
Good. Okay, so while we pull up this tab. Okay.
Gotta look up Splash Mountain rules.
Yep. Demetrius, give me a pool of all of your humanity plus your blood potency, which I believe
It's 2.
would be 2. Okay.
Okay. Humanity, blood potency. Got it. Anything else?
Just do that first.
Oh,
Then-
okay. I was gonna say I don't add blood sorcery.
Not this time.
All right.
3, okay.
Ooh,
6.
that's good. Okay. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 passes and 2 fails.
5 passes. That beats her too. Okay. So, please add 15 points of experience somewhere to your character sheet. Just mark it down.
Sure, can do.
Let me check someone else. All right, so the roll passed. Please remove a point of humanity.
Oh dear.
What humanity? How much do you
What
have?
humanity?
Oh, the humanity!
Okay.
Vanmanity? Vanpadity? Vampiratity.
It's just a manatee named Hugh, isn't it?
T.
You!
Oh, manatee.
Manatees!
All right.
Vampire manatees.
So,
They do have the tusks.
Demetrius, I don't think this could have worked out any better for you if you tried. We'll say that you're able to drain Dion of every last drop of her blood. She becomes a pallid corpse on the floor. But as you finish consuming her essence, we'll say that her corpse begins to crumble into ashes.
Oh, that is not quite as I expected, but...
Huh. And now, like, they've all ran away, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna fucking take off after them.
Okay. Double check something else. Patch, restart the timer.
Okay. Beep.
All right. So from here, just gonna mean a few more tests. Gonna need
She's losing her
everyone.
Her husband's still around. Kitty's in a state right now.
All right, we'll say that everyone give me dexterity and athletics as you all navigate. You too. The underground tunnel system beneath the city of Las Vegas.
Dexterity and athletics, did you say?
Yes, everyone include hunger.
Okay, Hunter. What's the dexterity and athletics? What is it? What is this role you speak of?
So you're navigating the tunnels and you are having to make a lot of sharp lefts and right turns. So this is essentially to successfully run with and dodge as need be to make quick turns.
I will.
All right, one at a time. Mai?
Double crit, 2 successes, and a success on the hunger.
Very nice. 6 successes. Nemo?
Only 1 success and failure on a hunger, so I'm at 5.
Holy shit!
Hunger. Okay.
I'm staying away from
Kitty!
it.
Hunger success. Hunger
Someone give
fail.
him a Snickers.
Okay.
And 2 successes of the 2 dice I had.
Okay, that's not bad. What hunger does that put you at now, Kitty?
I am now at hunger 4. technically, because we gained a hunger, right?
Oh, that was just Patch.
Oh, that was just Patch?
played
Then in
that
that
one.
case,
Yeah.
3.
You're 3, okay.
That was the long game.
Yes. Teddy.
Success on the hunger and 3 out of 3 successes.
Very nice. Okay, Lucian.
I passed my hunger check with a 9, and I got 3 critical fails out of 3.
No successes.
You
Okay.
never
You're
lagging behind. You're being left behind, mate. Sorry.
Demetrius.
I passed my hunger, and out of my dice of 3, I passed 3.
Pass 3. Okay.
Can I
Look at the twins.
drag Vamp Dad with me? Like, can I just drag him?
What's the equivalent of an assistance roll?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
And might I suggest we take our break?
We'll see you in a few minutes.
I love Demetrius. Can I say that now? Like.
'Cause we lost everything. We had to pay the price. I saw in you what life was missing. Your little flame that consumed my hate. I'm not one for reminiscing, but I traded all for your sweet embrace. 'Cause we lost everything. We had to pay the price. There's a canvas with 2 faces of fallen angels who loved and lost. It was a passion for the ages, but in the end, guess we paid the cost. A thing of beauty, I know, will never fade away. What you did to me, I know. Said what you had to say, but a thing of beauty will never fade away. Will never fade away. I see your eyes, I know you see me. You're like a ghost, you're everywhere. I'm your demon, never leaving. A metal soul of rage and fear. That one thing that changed it all. That one thing that caused the fall. A thing of beauty, I know, will never fade away. What you did to me, I know. So what you had to say, but a thing of beauty, I know, will never fade away. And I'll do my duty, I know.
And welcome back, dear friends, to Quest Junkies. This is Bad and the Beautiful. Bridget, over to you.
Okay. So some of the more immediate attention that we need to pay. Teddy, I will give you a chance to respond if you see Lucian fall behind. I'm gonna need both of you to essentially roll me a pool of strength and melee. Please include your hunger.
Me?
Both of you.
Okay.
While they're rolling and I'm chasing them, can I use my fleetness skill? I can add my celerity to the user's dice pool for non-combat dexterity checks.
Oh, can I use...
It's not a dexterity check.
Yeah, but I mean, or blink, whichever, to get there quicker.
To get there quicker, sure. Give me dexterity and athletics.
All right.
Question. Mm-hmm. Can I also use my celerity for rapid reflexes?
Rapid reflexes, okay, so you can dodge out of the way of anything actively coming at you, like arrows or bullets. That isn't happening yet, so it wouldn't necessarily apply.
Okay. Just wanted to
2 pass, 1 fail.
2 pass, okay. Lucian.
So in my pool of 5 for the check, I got 5 successes. I did, however, get a critical fail on my hunger check.
Oh, fuck
which
off.
puts me at a 5.
So wait, we got 2
Okay.
vamps. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay. Mark it down.
It's down.
So I had a critical success on my hunger check.
Mm-hmm.
And I had 4 out of 5 successes.
4 out of 5. Okay. So, Teddy, as you double back for Lucian, I'll say that Demetrius appears in front of you. And am I correct in assuming, Demetrius, you're trying to help Lucian?
Well, on my way there, I assume that the guards are still kind of, dumb.
Oh yeah, the guards, the guards are dumb, we'll say.
Okay, so on my while I'm passing them, I'd grab a couple knives and just, stick them in my jacket. Keep one in my hand. And, I'm just gonna kind of like appear next to him. Be like, so I'm assuming you need a help, or can you go on your own? You need help. And I put my arm kind of sort of under his, and then I grab him also by the back of his coat, and I just start helping him along.
Teddy, I'll say that you can assist here if you'd like.
Yes.
Okay, so the two of you haul Lucian to his feet. We'll say that Nemo, maybe a few feet behind Kitty. Kitty, you would look around and notice Nemo hasn't kept up.
I turn to go help Nemo.
Okay.
Just reach out. But am I being tugged forward though by Lazarus?
You're not.
Okay.
Lazarus would turn if you turned and go and help Nemo. Because rumbling from deep within the earth has begun.
Oh no.
This is essentially an earthquake. So we'll say, Demetrius, Teddy, you haul Lucian to his feet, continue down the tunnels. Along the way, running into, we'll say, Kitty, your intention is to help Nemo?
My intention is to help Nemo, and as we're pulling, just like, don't forget your daughter. You just found her.
So
Can I
appeal
react?
to. Yeah.
Yes, you can react.
Like, what what happens with me? Like, do I?
So,
5 hunger, yeah.
hunger 5. The two of you do fall to the ground as hunger sears at your beast. You know that until this is slaked, until you have even a drop of blood to drink, any action will require a frenzy test for hunger. So, the assistance helps because then you don't have to make a roll.
Okay.
We'll say that in a combined effort, Lazarus would run back and help Nemo with Kitty, so the two of you would haul Nemo to his feet.
Yep.
Yeah.
As the 6 of you run far ahead, Evelyn, do you have a destination in mind, or are you just running?
I'm trying to get to I'm trying to get out of this fucking building.
All right.
That's
I'm gonna need...
Is Joey with us, by the way?
Your ghost, though.
We'll
We hear the
say
singing
that...
down the corridor.
La la la.
I'm on the highway to hell, dude.
I was thinking Disco Inferno.
I'm gonna say
Baby burn.
Joey is closer to Kitty, Lazarus, and Nemo, and he can't play and sing, but if he could, he would be playing Thunderstruck by AC/DC.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Back, doesn't it?
Play, sing, and run is a tough combination, so, okay, Evelyn, really quickly, I'm gonna need intelligence plus investigation.
So it's 1 to 3. Okay. So that is 2 crits and a fail.
Okay, 4 successes. Very nice. You round another corner, and if you listen, you can almost hear the sound of perhaps rushing water.
Okay. Like a fountain?
Could be. You're
Or a sewer
underground. More than likely, because you're underground, it's probably a sewer system.
Delightful. Okay. I'm gonna shout while I'm like just heading towards a like the nice. I'm guessing doesn't smell so nice. Hold your noses. I think we're close. I'm just gonna.
My heightened senses were dropped when we started to run, by the way, because
Very
I
important
would
point.
say that. Yeah, no, my heightened senses were dropped, but also because I'm imagining like all of that noise was probably getting to be a lot because of the rumbling and stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Evelyn, you shout, hold your noses toward everyone else. Okay. The effects underground are slightly lessened than what's happening on the surface, but we saw that timer countdown ourselves, and I'll just, for brevity, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. In the surrounding tunnels that make up the perimeter of the Viridian Dream, the explosive charges are detonated, as Evelyn's cousins did not receive a text calling it off. We'll say the ground floors are leveled. You all are unaware of any souls trapped inside, but Evelyn, you would recall your ghouls getting escorted out of the building by armed men. Demetrius, this is news to you. The ground rumbling, plus what sounds like a larger explosive impact.
Are you that stupid? Did you set explosives?
Not me, the cousins.
You took my casino from me. We will deal later.
We'll see.
I swear to God, if Leon thinks he can have the casino, that is damn it.
All right, so I know the route that basically we can get out from here, correct?
Give me intelligence plus investigation.
Evelyn was taking us to that sewer area.
Yeah.
You shouted and said, hold your noses. You're all underground. You can assume that this is a sewer system of some kind.
Okay. Try to get dressed every 5 fucking minutes.
Take your nice shoes off, Kitty.
Oh, yeah, no, she doesn't, at this point, yeah. She's like, I've roughed it worse than this.
So crits only count if there's
Jimmy
2 of them, correct?
Yes.
Now.
All right, so 2 pass, 2 fail.
2 pass, 2 fail. Okay,
They were the red line ones, too.
that plus the shout would lead you to believe that, yes, there is a sewer system in the direction of Evelyn's voice, which is approximately northeast in these underground tunnels.
Okay, I continue to drag along the semi-almost rabid person.
All right. So, the seismic impact of this explosion cannot be understated. Even for C4, Cousins probably used a bit more than was strictly necessary.
Idiots.
Because they know Evelyn, and they similarly felt that if their own leadership could not be implemented, then they'd rather see the place leveled. All right, so everyone reaches the sewer system, and now I'd like to address the 2 kindred in the group at Hunger 5. You reach the sewers. There is a small river floating by, but you know, sewers do have rats.
I was gonna ask.
They would be running large explosion.
Yep.
I jump on the first one I see.
Is this being rising? Question mark?
You jump. Okay, Nemo. That would be an action. I'm gonna need you to pool all of your unspent willpower and test for frenzy.
Okay.
Oh, Nemo, there's a much easier way, darling.
That's 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay, that beats the margin. Your hunger is at an all-time high, but now give me dexterity and athletics, and you don't need to roll for hunger. Because it cannot go any higher.
That's only 1 success.
1 success. Okay, so you all would see Nemo lunge at a rat, and I will arbitrarily just... Ooh!
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
I have rats.
You managed to catch the
sorry.
tail end of a rat.
Okay. It's okay.
It is squeaking and squirming and trying to get away, but you grasp onto its tail.
Oh, not the tail. It's this.
Remind me what your feeding style typically is, Nemo?
Okay.
A bagger. Okay, so I am going to need, you know what? Just, resolve in order to keep this down.
Okay. 2 out of 4.
Okay. It's gamey. It's crunchy. It definitely tastes like wherever this rat has been. But you manage to remove 1 point of hunger.
Okay.
Though it's a little hard to swallow.
I just throw it to the ground and I'm...
I hand Nemo one of my handkerchiefs, which I keep.
There's a mint in the fox.
Thank you.
It's at this point that, Evelyn, when you hand Nemo your handkerchief, another handkerchief appears as if out of thin air, also offered to Nemo.
Whose is it?
Do you have Sense the Unseen?
Yeah.
You do. Okay, I'll say that the handkerchief is held out, and dropping their unseen passage, you all would see a female figure who definitely looks to be of the sewers. Smells a bit like it, too. They are hunched over, holding out this handkerchief. Just goes, you know, you guys want to get to the surface, right? I expected to find other people escaping in the tunnels, but you guys are the first I've seen.
What's the quickest way out?
I'll show you.
What's in it for
Would be
you?
my account.
Well, frankly, I get some peace of mind back, because whatever the hell's making that racket up there, bringing strangers into my home.
Does this person seem like a kindred?
They did appear out of nowhere.
Intelligence plus insight?
I am a hunger 5, so...
It does not require a rouse check.
Okay, so intelligence and... What, sorry?
Insight.
Insight. Ooh. Okay, not bad. Okay. 3 successes, 1 critical success, 2 fails.
Ooh.
4 successes. If you had to guess, though it's been some time since you've met one, Lucian, this is a Nosferatu.
Okay.
I don't know if he feels better or worse by that. A colloquial piece of advice among kindred is always assume there's at least one Nosferatu in the room, made popular by Jason Carl.
Ah, I see. Understood.
Shout out to Jason.
So, what are we doing?
Following the ragged person. Still trying to haul around the semi-crazed character.
Can I catch him a rat?
Dex and athletics. Add your hunger.
I'm still like...
Just for the fun of it.
This Nemo, do you want a toothpick?
Lucian's hunger 5.
Oh, God.
You said Dex and what was
me
the other
without
one?
coffee in the morning.
Athletics.
Oh. So, hunger. Succeed the
I will say
hunger.
that Kitty's making a pointed effort not to look
in Demetrius's direction. Not to ignore him, but she's not quite ready to deal with a conversation like that yet. Later.
3. All right.
3 out of
Teddy.
3.
Okay, 3 out of 3. All right. We'll say that you managed to grab 2 rats.
There. I know it's not what you want to eat, but eat it.
I think, given that the hunger is essentially taken over, he immediately launches into it. But just whatever glimmer of Lucian is under there gives out a heavy sigh beforehand, because this is so unsophisticated.
All right. Lucian, okay, I'll be nice. I'll give you composure plus resolve to keep this rat down. Unless you want to eat the both of them.
Oh, I'll take both of them.
All right.
Composure.
They're such sweet beings.
Resolve.
I didn't
I
want
understand.
to.
I know, I understand. It's just like my brain's like
4
'cause
successes.
wild rat's very different.
4 successes. Okay. It's much the same. It is gamey, crunchy,
Listen, Scarlet.
and tastes of wherever it's been. But you managed to take 2 points of hunger off of your overall, leaving you at 3.
Back to me.
Better.
You've lightened up a bit.
I look at Evelyn and like you can't read my mind, but right now I'm just thinking another word.
Oh, she's got a fucking smirk across her face. She loves it.
Demetrius is
Okay.
going to look at him and be like,
I know how you feel. They taste a lot like dirty sailor.
I am not even.
The
gonna approach that
Nosferatu
one.
will chime in and go, oh yeah, I know how that tastes.
How do you do it?
For fun. And she will introduce herself. No one asked, but she just goes,
I
oh,
wanted to.
sure.
Evelyn doesn't care.
I'm
Kitty's gonna-
Peaches.
Peaches. How sweet.
Okay.
And now I've got Who's He What's It singing in Mario movie and
Yep,
top of my head.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just like
I've got Fuck the Pain Away playing. in my head.
We will say
Myra and Evelyn aren't too far.
that at this point, it's around 2:30 in the morning. Hard to believe all of that took place in just a few hours, but I'm going to accelerate time somewhat. Peaches leads you through the sewer system until you've reached a safe distance, approximately 20 miles. So this is a lot of walking, but you're kindred. For you, this is a walk in the park.
Can I make an attempt to call the cousins? See if they got out safely, see if
You can.
Daddy got out.
As soon as you all reach the surface, you'll have a chance for one last conversation. We'll say that as you all climb out of a sewer, Peaches will lift the manhole cover, which shouldn't be able to be lifted by human hands, but she displays a massive show of strength and essentially bops it out of the way. You all climb up to the surface, and yes, you all have time for conversation, maybe one last action.
before we climb up through the manhole, or
After you climb out.
okay?
Before we do, though, is Blue with us?
Blue is with Indigo and Acheron. They all appear to have survived.
But are they still with us, though?
Yes, they're probably
Maybe.
bringing up the rear.
Okay, so I just take off my jacket and I try to I give it to Blue to cover her and not have her catch more attention as we go out.
Yep, because she draws a presence, right?
Mm.
True. Her eye in the center of her forehead is the most concerning thing about her appearance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just put it like...
It's Vegas.
The jacket has a hood.
I'll take my tie that has been untied this whole time and I'll wrap it around her head Rambo style, covering the third eye.
Oh, fuck's sake. She's fine. She's just a cosplayer. It's fine.
So Demetrius was going to turn to everybody. We are out of here, but if I were you, I would probably vacate this place. The prince might be searching for you.
Why?
Oh, you've created so many problems, and you just did kill a prominent member of a vampire society.
Technically, you did that.
I have no idea
she was
what you're
due to
talking
retire
about.
as well.
It wasn't my weapon that killed her.
All of these, like, which gun did you use though? Because wasn't it technically her weapon that killed her?
Yeah.
Yep.
It was Lucian's gun.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't Lucian's, though. He picked it up in
The armory.
The vault.
True.
the armory.
True.
Like I said, it's not my gun.
Yeah.
Now,
not ours either.
With that being said, I have one last parting thing I'd like to say. Katarina, I will see you in the future.
Before you go, may I ask one question? As like she's very clearly restraining any like lack of decorum at the moment.
Yes, chat. What would you like to ask me?
Is he happy?
That is a complicated question, but what I can say is he does look forward to the time where his servitude with me is over and trying to find you.
I said I'd only ask one, but is he one of us?
You had one question.
Understood. Thank you.
Now, after that, there is a debt to be paid. One of you has blown up my casino. And I look at, that's Evelyn, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I look at Evelyn. I'd like to use Blink to get behind her. And then
that. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'd like to use Blink to get just directly behind her.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, I'd like to take the one of the knives I've had, and then just.
Okay,
there it is.
How fast is this?
Well, Blink.
Do I have time to try and do something?
The vampire swiftly closes in on a foe, covering a distance of up to 50 meters while still having enough time to perform an action, such as an attack, during that turn. So I move 50 meters in just a blink of an eye.
Can I? Because it's too quick, I'm assuming.
We'll say this is an
instantaneous
attack.
Okay.
Let's see, and I gotta make a roll for this.
The terrain isn't difficult, so you don't necessarily have to roll dexterity and athletics. I do need a hunger check, though.
Oh.
Damn. So is she just out?
Pass.
Pass, okay. Well, we know that mortal weapons don't hold the same impact against kindred that they would against humans. So, a human being stabbed point blank might be in some trouble, but Evelyn will say that because this was unexpected, Mark, well, you weren't using anything else to attack with, just the knife.
Also, I have toughness on as well still.
You do have toughness, yes.
That's what half damage is? Kind of 22.
Ignore damage that would otherwise inconvenience and even disable others of their kind. Subtract the fortitude of the defender from all superficial damage sustained. So, okay. What's your fortitude?
4 points out of 5.
4 points. Okay, so...
Ooh. Question.
Yes.
If I was gonna stab her, since I'm still learning, 1 second.
I love this.
How long would it have taken me to do Scorpion's Touch?
Let me check that.
Oh my god. Just all of them.
Is it fair to say that one of your knives would periodically be prepared with this action?
Yeah.
Did you pick those up?
Okay.
I picked them up.
Pick them up from the guards.
I did pick
though.
them up, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you picked them up from the guards.
That's
Would
what I was
you
asking. How long would it take me to do Scorpion's Touch?
You have time for one action, and it is an action. Like with blink, you have time to blink and then do the action, but the blade would have had to have been prepared beforehand with that ability.
Okay.
That's why I'm asking, so beyond the knives that you picked up, does Demetrius carry any personal weapons?
I actually never checked that. Let me...
It wouldn't be written on your character sheet, but arbitrarily would you say that you have a knife that
Well, yeah,
would have
he'd
been
probably have like a flip knife on him.
a flip knife? Okay. All right. For fun,
It's like,
Ludus, can you roll me a D100?
Okay, yeah.
Fake roll.
Is this like is this my thing? Is this
It is. It's your thing.
5.
Fake.
5. Okay. So
On a D100.
That's great.
Yeah, percentile dice. I roll a 5.
your blade
That's crazy,
was
man.
not prepared with that ability, so it's just a normal attack.
That's okay.
So a normal knife against a kindred in a point blank attack will say that that would have been 2 aggravated damage normally, but because of Evelyn's toughness, not to say it doesn't sting like a bitch, but you don't sustain damage from it.
That's fine. I was going more for the surprise and the slight amount of pain.
Evelyn,
It's just some,
Evelyn
just
was
some
next
slight
to me,
menstrual
right?
cramps. It's fine.
Yes.
Can I try and just shove him off? I mean, I don't have anything for it, but I want to try.
Give me strength and brawl. We'll say if you want to dodge that, Lotus, give me dex and athletics. Both of you add your hunger.
No, I'll fail.
You'll fail? Okay.
I'll let him push him off her.
Okay, at least the hunger is a success.
Okay. What'd you get on your roll?
So good.
Only 1.
Only 1. Okay, so it's more like a shove to his side, but it's not a full-blown tackle.
It's like a...
Stop it. Yeah.
You're like a cat. Bad.
Listen, newbie, I know that you're upset, but maybe instead of pricking me with your little pin, maybe we can talk about it instead, like civilized adults.
Oh,
Surely
no,
you should know that, they're being an elder.
I've already taken my revenge, my debt. You no longer owe me a casino.
Brilliant.
Kitty's still like, but still, what makes you say it's your casino?
Well, considering that she was dead and I was next in line, it is my casino.
It was your next in line to be management, dear.
It is still my casino.
Then you're welcome to it.
It's your rubble then.
Everything can be rebuilt. With that being said, I look forward to maybe seeing you sometime.
Can I...
Do you want me to be truly honest?
because I'm actually looking forward to that conversation myself one day.
But I have things to do and princes to inform. I wish you all luck, for you will need it.
Demetrius. Almost as soon as the words leave your mouth, everyone, including all of the NPCs, anyone that has a phone anyway, would hear the equivalent of a national emergency alert on their phones. They all vibrate at once. You would recognize this as an alert from under Reddit.
Under Reddit?
Love you. I freaking love you. Thank you.
If we flash back to the forum that Teddy was searching all the way in episode 1.
Oh, Jesus.
There is a forum designed to send off special alerts regarding the latest blood hunts.
Oh, shit.
There's a new alert, and anyone who wishes can check to see.
I do.
But yeah.
I pass the phone over to Lazarus because this is too much. No, it's already too much.
Just for fun.
Give me my favorite.
You don't need to roll for this because it's showing up on your phone screen, but for fun, I'll say Lazarus takes Kitty's phone. He reads out all of your names, except for Demetrius. The prince's word is law. It describes a reward in place for the capture of these kindred.
Demetrius looks down at the phone, looks back up at Evelyn.
I'll give you a head start.
I could do that, man.
I don't
Probably
look at
manicured as well.
I want to try, and since Demetrius was looking at it, I want to try and take the knife that he used on Evelyn. Again, I'm gonna fail, but I want to try.
Oh, I left the knife
Are you gonna
in
try and kill me
Evelyn.
now?
The knife is still in Evelyn.
Yeah, I left it. I let him push me off. And I'm
just
okay.
Then it out. Just one of the wait. It's just.
Yep.
Then I guess I don't do anything.
Okay.
Oh, I'll fucking take it out then.
I look the phone again. I'd probably get to, as you say, stepping.
Okay.
Kitty just sighs.
Siren audible in the distance.
All right.
Anyone
Police
know
sirens.
how to pull a car? Just get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna call the cousins straight away for a ride.
Kitty turns to
if I can get hold of
Lazarus and
this.
goes, I have missed the countryside.
That sounds mighty nice.
Shall we?
Okay.
I'm too old for this.
Okay, so, Evelyn, you're calling the cousins for a ride?
Yep, and check on the ghouls.
You receive a text back asking you to ping your location through your phone. You know how to share your location through location services. And assuming you send it, you get a text back en route, ETA 10 minutes.
If anyone else wants to join me, I'll be fucking off with the cousins.
So,
Lucian.
how long is it going to take you for your cousins to get here?
I'm not telling you that.
Okay.
Why are we still with him? Can we just
Oh, fine then.
live
At least give us a 15-minute head start.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea when they would show, so I had to guess.
And how long did you say?
Oh, I said your last location was here 5 minutes ago.
Work.
Have
you got any crosswords or Scrabbles to do, you old man?
I prefer Jigsaw.
They're like, yeah, no, Jigsaw's lovely. I think that, you know what? Hell, let's go for it. If there's a local motorcycle, let's go.
Okay, I'll say for brevity, there is a Harley Davidson across the street.
Yes! I think that Kitty is going to essentially direct her what little conversation. She's going off grid. If we are winding up, she's going full off grid. She never liked this tech anyway.
We'll say that, okay, accelerating time a little bit here. Lazarus is able to help you break into the store, essentially, and find a display motorcycle with the keys still inside.
It's the good stuff.
The two of you, are off with a rumble of an engine, which is not out of place in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Evelyn.
To be fair, shirtless guy with Kevlar, with someone dressed up.
You know, it's Vegas on a Friday night.
I could totally imagine Kitty with like cat eye glasses, sunglasses, like the scarf over the hair, like flowing in the wind.
Yep.
Amazing.
Bandana all the way.
So, Nemo, any thoughts on where you'd like to go?
I would like to go home to my husband, and I feel like if we're doing like an epilogue kind of thing, I feel like I stop using my Nemo name and go for my actual real name, which people shouldn't know about. So in theory, I should be safe. Maybe I dye my hair black, and I just keep living my life with Lucas, my husband, and my daughter now. And I have that conversation with Lucas because up until now I thought it was my wife. So
that's so awkward. I love that.
All right, Evelyn. The cousins arrive. We'll say that Indigo has stayed behind. Acheron has disappeared sometime between the tunnels and climbing out. Any final thoughts, Evelyn?
I'm gonna start quickly, like on my phone, just sending a text to Evangeline, just saying, "Get Evie out. They found me. I can't help you anymore." And keep using the Pirelli name, basically. But just gonna.
We'll say that as the door opens, when the black car arrives, Mommy and Daddy are sitting inside, waiting for their princess. And Demetrius, any final thoughts, final actions?
So I go back to my place and I talk to my little lion, and I inform him of what I did for his bride, and how his servitude will have to continue a few more years to handle the debt.
How many years exactly?
I think 50 years is fair.
All right.
Too many. Poor Leon.
This crowd of kindred disperses until the people that remain, Blue, Indigo, Lucian, and Teddy.
Hey.
Lucian.
And my girl.
And your girls, yeah, true.
The rest of the girls.
Slumber party.
Lucian, you see that someone has left you a voicemail. And it's a contact you just added to your library recently.
About time. I will listen.
Her voice is at a lower register, warm and friendly. She says something to the effect of, got your message. Swing by over the weekend. We'll do some pre-gaming. Talk tech. And the like.
I think I'll listen to that and I'll look specifically to Teddy and I'll smile. I'll put the phone in my pocket. Wow. Ever been to California, Teddy?
Nope. Grew up on the East Coast. This is as far as I've gotten.
I think you're going to get along just well there. Let's see if we can get an Uber or something. We need to get away from all of this.
I already called one. Don't worry.
That's my girl.
All right. In, we'll say 2 minutes or less, a silver sedan arrives. Not exactly enough to fit, what is it, 7 people?
We were a max.
Oh, true. Okay, yeah. You guys probably would have called like an Uber Black. So there's an SUV. Everyone is able to find a comfortable seat.
Wild that in Vegas, sir?
Lucian, would you prefer to fly or take the train?
I can't say I've flown very often, so it's more upper class, isn't it?
You know, now that you think about it, there is that private jet registered in Dion's name. That way you can avoid the pesky business of going flying commercially and having your names register on any kind of system.
Hey, Teddy, have you ever wanted an airplane?
Yes. An airplane?
I can heist.
I've never,
Oh.
wasn't really in the money.
Oh, with someone of your skills, all you need to do is change a name on a deed. I'm sure you can find a way to do that with your hacking, as it were.
Oh, I can do that. Whose name do you want it in?
That's a good question. I suppose I have to drop this name now, don't I? Well, we'll think on the road.
Okay.
All right. You all pile into this sedan, make your way to the airport. And I think that is where we'll close our session tonight, but there's a fun little post-credit scene.
Post-credit scene.
Let me double-check something.
Post credits. Yay.
It's like a Marvel movie.
Dun, dun, dun.
Essentially. We accelerate time quite a bit, in fact. Exactly 111 years passed.
There it is.
The year is 2134. And to Lucian and Teddy, welcome to Night City. Our last visual of the evening centers on an office. It's grand, it's lush, high class, all the way. The center chair swivels. We see Lucian with much longer hair as a familiar face pops up on the holo. The caller ID lists her as T. It's Teddy. And end post-credit scene.
Yeah.
Once an inside man, always an inside man.
There it is.
I'm so excited.
And there we go. Well, first things first, can we have some hype in the chat for our storyteller for that incredible 4-part story? Like, I mean, our first guest GM, and what a way to kick things off. Oh my goodness. And if you weren't fully clued up on what that post-credits meant, this story will in some way, shape or form continue in the future as we do Cybervamp 2134, where some of these characters and some new ones will return for a new Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle with a little bit of cyberpunk, just salt bait in for good measure. So stay tuned for that, because me and Bridget have been working on this for a little bit, and we're going to work on it a little bit more. We've got some fun stuff planned. So excited. Okay, amazing stuff. So I guess we'll do what we normally do. Let's go around the table. My dear friends, please, if you'd be so kind, introduce yourself. Plug anything you've got to plug. And give us, I say, your best moment from either this episode or just the miniseries in general. And
Oh God, there's so many.
And thank you for the gift subscription, McClummer. You're the best. Let's start with our storyteller, Bridget.
Okay. Hi guys. Yeah, it's tough to choose a favorite. Most every surprised look I got at every twist and turn, or any of Scarlett's reactions, had to be my favorite. Including the adventures of Kitty and Lazarus, which, as of now, has resulted in a 6-chapter fanfic, but we may see a final epilogue in their story somewhat soon.
Feeling
and not to get all sappy, but from beginning to end, your guys' support has meant the world. I love you guys. I can't wait to do this again.
Yeah, we love you too.
Yep.
Thanks for an amazing story.
Yee.
Of course.
But yes, please go and support Bridget in all of her endeavors, everything. We can't wait to have you back in the GM seat. Thank you so much. I'm Patch, usually the ever humble dungeon master, but for this series, Lucien Auriel, the Ventru inside man, who is now seemingly wormed its way inside the Arasaka Corporation, but more on that later. Yeah, QuestJunkies is my thing, so that's all I need to plug. I'll talk about what we're doing at the end. But favorite moment for me, it is very difficult. I'm going to mention a couple of things. I loved what Ludus brought to the table. It was fantastic. It was entertaining, and it's not what I expected in the slightest. And I was happily surprised. Mission accomplished.
So good.
Favorite recurring moment was just every interaction between Lucien and Evelyn, because it was like, it's like, you know, when you look at those movies where there's like a will they won't they romance, it's like a will they won't they murder each other.
Yeah, that's pretty legit though.
And I loved it.
It's just great having a second person to bitch at. Is brilliant.
Yeah, it was good. So that's me. Let's move to Kitty.
As for me, as my earpieces slowly die, for me, oh gosh, I loved everything about this. I don't get the chance to play an Ara character very often. I'm usually like sort of style one, or just absolutely team sass. And this I could play the Ara character, and that was like a nice change. Not going to deny that. As for favorite moments of this episode, oh yeah, no, Demetrius's whole shtick. I will never get over Splash Mountain. It was just the cutest fucking thing. And like, all of me is like, yeah, no, as long as it's like, I have feelings, but as long as you're taking care of them, it's fine.
The one thing that came into my head was I played Vampire the Masquerade Bad and the Beautiful, and all I got was Splash Mountain.
All I got was Splash Mountain.
There's the merch.
And a hot werewolf boyfriend.
There you go.
Guy, a vampire thing. Question mark. And a glorious fanfic that has like made me cry multiple times. Just like, it's so good. But also like, just genuinely like, yeah, no, Demetrius is a highlight for this episode. As for the entire series, just like watching Nemo, honestly, like grow as a character from the beginning, because like you went from being like, oh, not too sure, but like to the fact that at the point at the end where you're willingly pushing people off of other people, and like it was really nice to see you like progress as a character on that end. It was really sweet.
You.
That's me. Oh, as for where you can find me, hi. I'm Scarlet Song, she, her. You're not a Lycan librarian. There are no werewolves. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, as for where you can find me over on the College of Inspiration, where I play Miss Cotter. We've got an episode of Arc Point on Friday. I'm the lead character, sprite artist, overlay artist, all that sort of stuff. You can find me on my channel. You'll find me later this year when Full Candela releases, where I will probably be running a one-shot for this channel and a mini-series over on our channel. As Call of the Nightingale is something that I've been gearing up and looking for the right system for. I'm really looking forward to that one.
Laugh. Amazing.
Hells to the
I love you, Scarlet.
Incredible. Thank you so much. Evelyn.
Hello, I am Mai, aka Mark the Pirate. Tonight I played Evelyn Pirelli, the Hakata Mafia Princess Dominatrix. That pose, lady. Wow. So, trying to think of even just wrapping my head around. I mean, the one thing I've got to say is doing this little mini series is being around like such like not just talented beings, but different, like each character was very different to each other, which is great. Like not like having played in any other game.
also managed to play a character that I don't usually play, a bit like what Scarlett was saying. So with me, I don't usually get the lovely chance to play a complete bitch, or someone who is ruthless, or is literally just looking out for themselves and, yeah, ruthless. So it was nice being able to play that and show that side. In terms of like favorite moments tonight, just any interaction with Demetrius, especially when you started stabbing me and that kind of bit like backboil. I was like, oh, but I've got toughness up. Oh, God, I was prepared to die in this session. Seriously, totally prepared. But also the fact like, oh man, I didn't know how to think. Kept me on my toes. And then when it comes to the whole like thing, probably my favorite was selfishly everyone's reaction to Evelyn. But yeah, I just love how
it was great.
I just love how everyone's just completely grown and developed throughout this little series. And it's just been absolutely wonderful. Thank you for doing such a wonderful job, Bridget. You did good, girl. You had nothing to worry about. You're awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. 100%. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Nemo.
Hi, I'm C, and I played Nemo, the lovable cinnamon roll who kind of was just there to be cute. And also, I told you we would all be fine. But my favorite moment from today's episode, I think it was during the time bomb limit. It was the back and forth between Evelyn and Kitty. And also Evelyn's way of, like, you say you played a bitch and, you know, the all of that. But in that moment, especially, like, when you try to convince me because of my daughter and everything, like, you showed really how the most important thing for you is the people you care about and to preserve that. And I love that. Overall, my favorite moment, I think it was the moment that I met my daughter, because I did not expect it at all. I just put it there because I like to do intensive backstories, even for characters that I mean, it was supposed to be just a one-off, so a one-shot. I just put it there, and I didn't expect anything out of it, and then it was a whole thing. So that was really nice. Also, you can find me on YouTube and Twitch at HeyC. You can find Myred at Myred the Pirate.
I also forgot to mention that I'm on Phoenix Milwaukee.
I'm also here Mondays and Wednesdays, guys.
Yes, and I'm also going to be here on Friday.
Yes!
And I'm so excited for that.
More on that very shortly. Thank you so much. T, is it now?
I guess it is. I'm very excited for it. Hi, I'm Maddie. I played the ever techie Teddy Lincoln, as we know that is my favorite role in the entire game. Favorite moments from tonight was, Ludus, you were just a joy to have at the table. So thank you for joining us. Like,
thank you for having me.
Everything that you did, Splash Mountain. Like, I agree with Scarlett. This Splash Mountain picture was genius. That is my favorite moment from tonight. Overall, I love the back and forth between Evelyn and Lucian. And then I still think, very selfishly, one of my favorite moments is when Teddy threw the pencil at Joey in the very first session. Like, just whack. And then Lucian adding her to the family. Like, that was very important to her. So those are my moments. You can find me at Mermaid Maddie on TikTok and Instagram.
Hells yeah. So, we haven't even had the conversation about merch designs from Bad and the Beautiful yet. That's a whole conversation, but we will. Yep. That's next on the agenda.
The pencil needs to be one.
I believe,
Absolutely. Demetrius.
Hello, I'm Ludus Rex. I play Demetrius, the Banu Hakim unhinged pit boss. Tonight, who loves Disney? You can find me.
Disney adult. I love it.
Disney, man.
Hey man, you can find me usually on YouTube or TikTok underneath Ludus Rex. Let's see, hard to pin down a favorite moment tonight. There's a bunch of them. I like the interaction you guys had with Demetrius, Evelyn, and her old man comments. I loved. I loved. Let's see, Katarina's responses to like, wait, you took him where? And then watching just the play of, I'm not sure I'm okay with this, but I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so. And then just love playing with you guys. And the fact that you guys had me here was awesome.
For me, it was so much of like I don't know if I can trust him with you, but he's happy in the picture. So like, do I even have a say in this? Should I have a say in this?
I'm just glad I can interact with your guys' story in a mostly positive way.
Yeah, we didn't end up dying.
That's the needle in my chest.
Actually, big call.
But did you die?
That moment where you're like,
No.
I'm just gonna load get rid of the entire clip in like Dion's head. I was just like, nice, but also somehow expectedly unexpected.
That was what I was going for.
And I guess, welcome to the table.
Yeah, hi.
Thank you. I may appear randomly through some other places. Look for me around. Yeah, it's great to be here. I hope to be back some other time.
Hells yeah. We will absolutely make that happen. And, most importantly of all, for 3 out of the 4 sessions, playing the role of Joey LeBompt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have in the chat our dear friend Patoons, who would probably do the hello, my name is Patrick, aka Patoons. Sometimes I draw art, but on the occasional Sunday nights I play Joey LeBompt.
It's like he's here with us.
I know, it's like he's but yes, let's have some love in the chat for Pat, who we hope will be back soon. But more on that at a later point. So rounding things off, we are finally back from hiatus as of tonight. We have a couple of very important streams coming up. Precisely this time tomorrow, we will be finishing up the next session of the Redania Chronicles, which when it hits midnight, it will officially be the 1-year anniversary of the Wild Ones campaign, which just does not feel real. That is, it's a whole thing. It might get a little emotional, and I may have a few surprises in store. We shall see. But we have that to look forward to. We are back also on Wednesday for the Wildmount Chronicles, featuring everyone's Wildmount-based butterfly-loving, Lord of the Hells therapy-giving bunch of players. And then on Friday, we debut our 3rd weekly series as we welcome special guest Dungeon Mistress Bree to the table for a round of Straw-delicious, our gender-bent Curse of Strahd nightmare, which features a exceptional cast, plus me. I'm also playing. Comprised entirely of absolute 100% mommy characters. We are all fabulous, and it's gonna be so thirsty. And that's gonna be, I can't wait for that. That's gonna be all the chaos. And just to round things up, do keep an eye on our social medias and our Discord, which there is a link to in the description, in the chat there, because over the next few days, we will also see the release of the first ever actual music video from Joey LeBompt.
Yes!
as I put the finishing touches on the mixing and mastering of the track, as Joey LeBompt will officially release, as promised from the charity stream, Bad Blood, Joey's version.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
So,
So good.
do keep an
Be
eye
ready to
out
smile.
for that. And just ask yourself, are you ready to suck? With that being said, we're going to love you and leave you now. We are going to go and raid some lovely folk. Let's have a look here. Ooh, how about Lord Gasumba? That's a name I don't often see on here. Let's do that. Okay, so, my dear friends, it is a pleasure to be back. All the love to you at home. And, well, Bridget, care to give us a sign-off? Because I was going to say we will be Cyberbyte back or Gigabyte back, but it's your sign-off. You do it. It's for you.
We are dying to see you again very soon.
Yeah, we are. Good night, guys.
Night.
Bye.
'Cause we lost everything. We had to pay the price.